All right, kids, I want to have a chat today about temporal thinking versus spatial thinking. These two dimensions of thinking that will transform your whole life. When you make the switch from one to the other and just practice doing one over the other, your entire life is going to transform. That's what I've experienced. Your entire manifesting game is going to go to the next level. Are you ready to go to the next level in this, or do you want to consume more content? My question to you today. Welcome, fellow Voyagers. Jess here with Odyssey Human, here today to help you hack through the jungles of consciousness so you can discover the hidden treasures inside of you. My friends, it's all there, ready and waiting to be activated by you, through you, and for you. Please subscribe. That sounds good to you? Who am I? I'm Jess. I'm a manifestation coach and a neuro-linguistic programming master practitioner. That means I'm a personal trainer for your mind. If you want to work with me through coaching, details in the description box below. Okay, guys. Okay. I've never heard any other manifestation coach talk location versus time like I do. I've been talking about movement, move, where are you, compass, this is how you move. I've been talking about this on this channel for a long time now. The other night I was laying in bed and I stream information. Suddenly all these ideas come to me and it occurred to me a way to verbalize it to help you understand it. To verbalize it in a way that makes it more compact and concrete. When we come to manifestation, we're lost, we're struggling, we're hurting, we're lacking something, we're trying to get it back. And we are stuck in a style of thinking that is temporal, time-based, temporal thinking. What is time? Time is the progression of events. Most of us put our experience through some type of filter or lens or context. When all of us come to manifesting, we come from the temporal model, time-based. We cannot move, we wait for change through the mechanism of time. So for instance, if I am depressed, I'm feeling depressed, and somebody asks me, well, when are you not going to be depressed? I'm gonna be like, I don't know. It could be tomorrow morning. It could be 10 years from now. I don't know. I wait. I literally wait. I wait on time for an obvious change, for evidence of change to have happened to tell me then how to act. I'm like, oh, I don't feel depressed anymore. I must be fine now. And I change my story. This is a temporal model. This is this absolute experience, this chugging along, linear, absolute experience. And our ability to move, our ability to change, our ability to experience something different is limited by time. We're at the mercy of time. We have no agency in this model. We have absolutely no agency. That's why people come to manifesting. They're looking for agency. They're desperate for agency. I do too. That's one way of thinking. What is manifestation? We have to change the way we think. We have to change the way we perceive. We have to change our awareness. We have to change our consciousness in order to experience something different. If you haven't seen my Manifesting 101 video, if you need the basics of manifesting again, return to that. It explains how to move in more detail, more mechanistic detail. Go watch that. That's helpful. I'm not going to get into that today. I just want to compare and contrast these two ways of thinking. So the temporal model, time-based, we're at the mercy of time. This is where every problem in manifesting comes from. The waiting problem, the circumstances mattering problem, because you're on this like train track chugging along, waiting for things to change so that you can change. This continuous progression of events. That's how we experience change. If you could switch your thinking to a spatial model, and I've been talking about this on this channel again, for a long time now. Space, thinking more about a different dimension, contextualizing your thinking through a different dimension, the dimension of space. When you think about space right now, think about your physical space. Let's use that as an analogy. Your physical space right now, wherever you are in the world, think about the city of Detroit. Think about the city of Mumbai. Think about the city of Miami. These are places. There are people in those places right now living life. You could go to those places right now. They exist right now for you to go inhabit the space. You can go visit them at the drop of a hat. You can go right now. Somebody had made a plane, train, automobile, arrangements for you, you could go right now to those places. That is a spatial model. Your 3D reality operates in a spatial model. We use space. Space is a continuum. It's a continuum of potentials based on, right, direction and location. Direction and location. You go there and then you are there. If you can start to view your lived experience through a spatial model, your entire life is going to change. This is what I've experienced. All of these kind of fantastical claims that are made by coaches of like, manifesting is instant, it's all here now, creation is finished. That's what they're talking about. They are speaking based on a spatial model of thinking that everything is here now. It's actually about location. And if you go there, then you are that. Then you can be it there. You can be it in that space now. You can go be a visitor of Pittsburgh. That's where I am. You can be a visitor of Pittsburgh right now if you just go there. You don't have to wait. You don't have to sit and wait at wherever you are for the continental drift to slowly carry you to Pittsburgh and one day you'll be there. No. In a spatial model of thinking, you have complete agency to move. You have complete agency to move. You do this all the time in your physical environment. You move. You go places. You come home, you go places, you leave, you go on vacation. You're doing this all the time. Start to think of your mind in the same context. Here's how you do it. Here's how you actually do it is you maintain a consistent awareness that all of the potentials are here for you now. That all of the potentials are here for you now. I've likened it to a field of terracotta warriors where you can jump into the shoes of another version of you. How this works, how it's different than a temporal model. In a temporal model, we wait for the evidence, the external evidence to tell us that we have permission to jump into the shoes of a different version of ourselves. When our SP shows up at our door with flowers, we jump into, oh, now I'm in a loving relationship. When the money shows up in our bank account, we jump into, oh, I have abundance, I have plenty enough, I'm taken care of financially. In a temporal model, you're always waiting to allow your imagination to inhabit the place that you could have already been if you had adopted a spatial model. In a spatial model, we're going to the potential. We're going to one of the versions of ourselves who has it. We're wiggling into them, into the terracotta warrior version of them, and inhabiting it now. Because we know that all of the potentials exist here and now. We're thinking spatially. And you have total agency in this model. You have total agency. You never get stuck anywhere. This is that feeling of stuckness. I have alluded to this in a lot of videos where you feel stuck. You feel stuck in a temporal model because you're chugging along the train track waiting for things to change. Waiting. Where is it? In a spatial model, you just go. You jump into the shoes. Boink. I'm here. I'm in. Oh, I'm in. Oh, yes. I'm in. I'm seeing the world. I'm being this version. I am it now. The folks in temporal world may call this delusion because they're like, I don't have evidence that I get to be this, that I'm allowed to imagine like this, that I'm allowed to expect that this is true. I'm allowed to anticipate that this version of me, I can be it, because we hold ourselves back in the temporal model, right? We're only allow ourselves permission to imagine like that, to imagine it is true if we've got that permission slip from the 3D. So this is it. I've never heard any other coach talk about it like this. This is it. A temporal model of thinking versus a spatial model of thinking. This is the one switch. When I grasped it and committed to doing it all the time, transformed my entire existence. This is how you leave stress behind. I believe I've made videos about leaving stress behind, but you never get stuck. And for me, it's really about emotional states. If I suddenly feel upset about something, I just move. I just jump into another version of myself. It is just as likely for me to be having this random burst of sadness or this random burst of anger as it is for me to experience a random burst of joy or excitement or just appreciation of life, all the good emotions, the good feelings. You can just jump into it. You just jump. Like I literally just say, I'm feeling awesome. I'm feeling amazing right now. I'm on top of the world for no reason at all. And then it kind of washes over me and I experience it. It's a body feeling as well. Because in a spatial model, that's the type of mobility that you have constantly. And so you never get stuck. You may forget, you may lapse into a temporal version of some sort of emotion and lose yourself, but the more and more you practice and stay in awareness of everything exists here and now, I can just move. I can move across from one end of this room to the other. I can move from anger to joy. I can move from not having to having. I can move. You become much more nimble. You become much more free. You become more of your creator self, your God self. This shift in your thinking that if you make it permanent, you practice it enough, stay in that awareness. Whatever you have to do, put a sign up on your wall of you can move. Tattoo it on your head, like whatever you need to do. Stay in the awareness that having, being, happiness, whatever you want, is just as accessible as your favorite city that you like to visit. It's just as accessible, if not more so. In your mind, it doesn't take time or money to get to these places, or energy. It just takes your willingness to imagine that this is what is true for you now, to move in a spatial model. And it just takes practice of maintaining an awareness that is always there for you. Everything is always there for you. All states are accessible to you. Emotional states, mental states, states of health, financial states. All states are available to you just like the United States. You can go anywhere you want. So why do you go to the crappy places? I know this was helpful to you. Drop a comment below. I would love to hear from you. If you have a sticking point, if you have a question, and this is the thing, you can tell by people's questions what kind of thinking they're doing. Because folks who are stuck in the temporal model are going to be asking about circumstances. How do I do this under this circumstance? Because they're on that train, chugging along, waiting for time, trying to affect change artificially, when they could be in a spatial model and just go to havingness, go to beingness, and just be it, right? That's what God does. God's just like, let there be light, bang, and it's there. In a spatial model, you also take full responsibility for yourself. You're like, okay, I created Arkansas, I created this miserable crap hole. I'm going to go move. I'm going to go create something amazing and be amazing and feel amazing and have what I want. I'm going to go be it and have it right now. Because I acknowledge that wherever I am is a product of my own imagination. I talked about that a few weeks ago, of everything is your imagination. So make the shift. Come to the dark side. Tell me what you're hung up on. I want to hear your comments. Thank you to the people who do comment. I know some of your names. I don't know some of your names. Thank you to my regulars who connect with me. And if you need a tool to help you reprogram your mind and start getting into the spatial model of thinking on a regular basis, especially with emotional mastery, grab it below. I put it in the description box of every video. It's available for free. It's always going to be there. Never going to take it away, because to me, that's the doorway to start practicing this and like really practicing it, really doing it. That's how you do it. You want practical steps? Grab the tool and use it consistently. Don't give up on it. Don't abandon it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.